Back in court, this time even flashing a smirk to his attorney, the former pastor accused of killing his wife with his 2 children asleep nearby in their home.
Spread your fingers.
Caleb Flynn has been in custody since February, and this is a case of a man who professed his love for his wife once as a contestant on American Idol, but now he may spend the rest of his life in prison for allegedly killing her. And I'll tell you the seemingly lightning-fast trial date that's been set that could determine his future. We're on the case presented by Law&Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. What was going on in Caleb Flynn's life that would lead him to allegedly kill his wife inside their home in the middle of the night as their young daughters slept close by? It's unclear if police have a motive for murder in the death of Ashley Flynn, and it's important to note that Caleb Flynn, who you see here entering court once again today, hands shackled, he has pleaded not guilty to these charges, and he's presumed innocent until trial, and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Now, ahead of today's hearing, Flynn's attorney asked the court to limit what the public would be able to see in this case going forward, citing the impact of the release of body camera video like this.
Come on, honey.
This is Flynn on the night that he says someone came into his home and killed his wife, Ashley, a local former teacher and volleyball coach. In the video, you see Flynn run out of the house into the arms of someone who comes to console him. Flynn's attorney says the release of this type of evidence in this case, it could impact the ability for his client to have a fair trial. Now, you also have the release of the 911 call that Flynn made the night all of this went down.
Oh my God.
Miami County 911.
Oh my God, somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and got my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know. Please hurry. Please hurry.
Okay. What are you seeing?
My wife she's got 2 shots to her head.
Last month, Flynn's attorney requested a gag order be put in place, saying the dissemination of video discovery, police reports, and any other evidence to the public and the press greatly jeopardizes Mr. Flynn's constitutional right to a fair trial. Now, today, the judge was slated to determine whether that gag order would be granted to limit, quote, all parties, witnesses, law enforcement, and attorneys from disseminating any police reports, video, audio recordings, lab reports, photos, written statements, or any other evidence or discovery to the press or public until this case has been fully adjudicated, end quote. Flynn also wanted to limit the public from seeing certain records online. It differs from state to state what the law is and the type of access you get to records online. Ohio is a state, specifically Miami County, where you are able to see something like an affidavit online. Now, before we get into what the judge decided today, how this hearing played out, what Flynn's defense said, and what it could mean for access to Flynn's trial, and whether a trial date that frankly feels pretty quick for a case like this will actually happen, I want to get into this case. And I want you to remember that these are images and information that Caleb Flynn, according to his attorney and the motions they filed, they don't want you to see.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My daughters are here. My daughters are here.
Where's she at?
She's in the bed. She's in the bed.
Are you with her?
I am in the room. I'm looking at her. Yes, please.
Okay. Do you guys have the door locked?
We have the doors to the garage locked, but into the house.
That is just part of the 911 call that we received from authorities in Miami County of the call that was made in February around 2:30 in the morning. That call is Caleb Flynn's side to the story. He claimed in the middle of the night, someone broke into their house and shot his wife Ashley to death with their children sleeping in their rooms nearby. It is hard to make sense of this story, but I want to lay out for you what police say went down on that night and what may be at the center of the prosecutor's case against Caleb Flynn. Let's start with when this story first began.
There was apparently a female shot in the head
is not responding currently.
So that was the dispatcher putting the call out to respond to the home of Ashley and Caleb Flynn around 2:30 in the morning in Tip City, Ohio, which is a quiet town a little bit north of Dayton. The Flynns, they lived in a nice house, cookie cutter home on a cul-de-sac. This is the body cam video from some of the first officers to get on scene.
Corey?
Okay. I checked this right here, nothing else.
Okay.
Are in the bedroom over there. They're still asleep.
Okay. Have you checked on them?
The 911. Yes.
Right now, no one else comes in here. Period.
No, every door.
No one.
Okay.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. Sit. You want to sit down?
No.
Okay. Take a breath.
Is she gone?
Look at me. Look at me. Take a breath. Okay.
I can't.
Look at me. I need you to breathe. Okay.
Try not to touch much.
What do I do with my daughters? What do I do with my daughters?
Right now. Right now, I need you to breathe. Okay. Do you have any family that you can call? Okay. Where's your phone at? Okay. Do you want to call family? Hold on. Corey, do you watch him? Yep.
SWAT is en route. They're not engaged yet. Are they going to respond? Yes, one person only.
Oh, that door's open over there.
Yes,
That back door's open. Is that lead outside? Because I can't see. Is that a closet? Okay.
The center console of the truck. So.
It is. Should we have him? Okay, look at this. Watch out. Oh no, it's paint.
Don't touch the truck.
Do you see any blood along the truck at all?
Back doors out.
Hey, is someone watching him? Somebody needs to be watching him. Where's he?
You want me to call Mike if you want to? Okay.
Are there any firearms in this house?
I have a shotgun.
Okay.
And, what's that?
I said okay.
A shotgun and a 22 and like a pellet gun.
Okay, where?
And I have a handgun in my truck.
Okay.
In the glove box.
Okay. Okay.
In the body cam video that has been released by police, they do blur what officers see when they go inside the Flynn house, but they keep the audio going for the most part, and you can hear what they say. Police are just trying to gather facts at this point, but you can see that they notice the center console open and a door open in the garage. Caleb says that he keeps a handgun in the glove box of his car, and it's still unclear if police have the murder weapon in this case. Police then work their way through the home into the room of the Flynn daughters, who appear to still be asleep.
Sit down on the couch, okay?
Do I call somebody?
Awake.
Both of them?
Yep.
Check with 230.
Is this just a room? Is this just a room? Okay.
RP is requesting a check on Rebecca Deshawn and
Clear.
boyfriend is at the location causing a problem.
Where did Corey go? What's that room? Here.
The girl's okay.
Yes, girls are okay. Okay, you're good. Sit down.
Do I call anybody?
Hold on, honey. Okay.
God.
Do you want to let him?
Is there a dog in the county? Is she gone?
Hey,
I can't. Is she my one? Can you contact? You would take care of a dog with me? Hang out for a few minutes and.
Corey, do we want to let him call any family, or no?
Yes, he's okay to call family, but they cannot come inside this house.
Okay.
We probably should. You want me to name
Yep.
her name, info?
Okay.
Kids are okay.
Yes. Both the girls they woke up when we walked in.
No, I don't want to do one right there, but
I don't want to ask him questions right now.
that's fine. That's fine.
For a few minutes. Sit down, honey, okay? Stay seated. Are you able to tell me her information? Yeah? I know this is really difficult, okay?
They're clear, thank you.
What's your name? Caleb. I'm sorry, okay?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You can call family, by the way. They just can't come in this house. They're not going to be able to come, near the house or anything like that.
I'm gonna call her mom. My parents live in Minnesota.
Okay, before you do that, can you do me a favor, okay?
Yeah.
What's her first and last name?
Police then cut the audio and they seem to redact what Caleb is saying about his wife and the specifics of what may have happened inside that home. There's still a lot that we don't know in this case. I talked about the motive a little bit earlier, and we also don't know much about what Flynn may have told police in an interrogation. We don't know what details Flynn allegedly gave about where he was when this alleged burglar came into the home. And we may not learn that until there's a trial. Now, there are some specifics, though, that Caleb Flynn gave in that 911 call. Listen to this.
Okay, I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay? They're getting to you as quick as they can. Is that door still open?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Is she breathing at all?
I don't think so. There's 2 shots to her
Okay.
head.
Okay. If you are comfortable, I want you to go and find a cloth, and I want you to put a cloth on that gunshot wound, okay?
Like a towel?
Yes, like a towel, but do not apply direct pressure to it. Just put it on that blood wound, okay?
Okay. Oh my God. Oh my.
I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Just get that cloth, and I want you to put it on that wound, but don't apply direct pressure to it, okay? They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay?
I just laid it on her head.
Not only was Caleb a seemingly loving father and husband, he was also an accomplished musician. He was a contestant on American Idol, season 12. That's back in 2014. He crushed the audition in front of judges like Simon Cowell and crew, and he gets a golden ticket to Hollywood. Now, he didn't make it past that stage where you go on to the live show. I mean, still a heck of an accomplishment to make it to Hollywood, right? But what stands out about his time on American Idol is what he said about his wife, Ashley. He was asked about what makes him unique, and his answer was, quote, "I absolutely love the Lord. I love my wife more than anything. She is very, very pretty. I love her." He said Ashley nudged him to go in for the audition for American Idol back in 2014. Now, based on everything we know about Caleb to the outside world, it did seem like, frankly, he was the last person who would do something like kill his wife. After about 45 minutes inside the home in this body camera video, Caleb then makes his way outside. He is so emotional, and he's embraced by someone who has not been publicly identified as of yet. It appears to be a family member or a close friend.
Come on, honey.
Didn't the squad look at you? I mean, you think did the squad come just to look at him?
The girls don't know. The girls are sleeping. Can I take, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either.
I'm just I'm in shock. Yeah, I think maybe.
Do you want to sit down on the steps?
Do you have a blanket? Can we get him a
Yep.
blanket?
Yep. Get him a blanket. Who walked around in the back?
What's that?
Who walked around in the back? The deputies?
Deputies.
None of us have walked around in the back?
No.
Do you not want us to?
I don't.
Let.
I was going to wait till dogs got here. We have 2 dogs coming.
Okay.
I just had them go around and put up, I don't know, Colt might have went around some to put up the tape.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Troy said they could bring a drone, but we don't even know what they were looking for.
I heard the
I mean,
I heard it. I froze, and then I ran, and the door to the garage was wide open, and then I.
How long were you here before we got here? Like 20 seconds?
Yeah, not too long.
Okay.
'Cause I think I seen your guys' lights.
Yeah. No cars came driving out of
No,
here?
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see anything either. All down Hyatt.
And
I didn't see anything.
first when I came in, I started going fast, and they said,
Yeah.
what the,
Yeah.
I hit my siren.
Oh, yeah.
Then I turned the siren off a ways down, so
Yeah.
I don't scare no one.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find it at first.
Well, the side door is what's open.
It's open still.
Yeah, it is.
Now, in the hours after Ashley was killed, police said the working theory was that this was a burglary that had turned deadly. When police responded, they put drones in the air. They said they had their dogs come out looking for a scent, for a sign of an intruder and where that person may have gone, but they said they weren't able to find anything. Now, one thing you do notice in watching the body cam video is just how police seem to keep things very professional to the point where even as hysterical as Caleb Flynn is, they seem to be aware that he might be someone who they would need to investigate in a case like this.
Everything? Yeah. That back door is open. There's like a door on the side right there. It's open, so.
You guys cleared the garage and everything?
Yeah. We didn't. The truck, the center console with truck's open, and that's where he said he keeps his gun. So.
Who shot?
The wife.
In the same ring with him?
Yeah. In her bed. In the bed.
He didn't hear anything?
I haven't talked to him. Corey's the one that's talked to him.
Here's the body cam of an officer talking to an EMT about what he saw when he got on scene.
I know you're not certified. Tell me this. How long do you think you've been going for? I mean, it's probably
not long.
Okay. Because we're just trying to figure out why in the hell, where was he at? Because we got here about a burglary call.
Yeah, I'm guessing, but not hours.
Okay.
But they'll be able to get her body temperature.
Okay.
And they will be able to tell you a time.
Okay.
It hasn't been 5 hours.
No. Okay.
Her color
Recently,
her color was still good.
Okay.
But not cold. But
okay.
It was gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah, I seen I made sure you're going, but
I don't have to get a name and date of birth if you come by the station later.
Yeah, we'll get this.
Or we can hang out too.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
we just hang out.
We're gonna be pretty much hanging out here too until detectives get here.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Police definitely seem to have questions, but they say since Caleb is so hysterical that they're going to wait for him to calm down before detectives get there and have more conversations with him. Here is the friend who is comforting Caleb with a blanket, asking questions to police.
So it just happened that he just called
you? Yeah. I would say probably 40 minutes ago now.
With the grocery store laying down. She's sound asleep. You know she knew.
She told me to sleep on the couch because I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened.
Eventually, Caleb, who's wrapped in that blanket, is walked to a police car where officers say he voluntarily went to the police station to answer some questions.
I'm sorry to meet you under these circumstances, sir. Again, you can call me Will. Now, what was your first name, sir?
Caleb.
Caleb. All right.
Anything for me or my parents coming in from out of town, like my phone and everything.
I'm gonna try to get everything processed with that we would need, and we'll see what we can do about as far as like getting it back to you as soon as possible. Yeah. But unfortunately, in the situation, it's kind of standard. for us to, collect everything. Okay. I'm gonna step out since you're doing your thing with him. If you need anything, just
okay.
All right.
Pretty simple process. So, I'm sure Detective Morgan.
This pen.
I got one. Thank you. Kind of told you. So for touch DNA, if there's stuff left at the residence, this would eliminate you. Like if the crime lab, they see it and they're like, okay, no, this matches the homeowner. So we need, or it doesn't. So now we have this other profile. We got to try to find out who that is.
Okay.
So with these, it's real simple. It's sterile, new packaging. So if you just open your mouth and then I just put it in and I swirl it around on your cheek a couple times.
This is video of Caleb giving his DNA voluntarily to police. Now, we don't have timestamps on this body cam video, so I don't know whether this was before or after his arrest.
Yeah, spread them on top. Yep. And then, okay. Thanks, sir. You put a shirt on. Is there any injuries on you at all? Okay. Sorry, I don't know much about the situation other than sounds like a home invasion and went bad or something like that. So, all right, let me check with the detectives real quick if they need. I don't know if they would actually need your boxers. If they do, then I'll ask. But
since that day, the day of Caleb Flynn's arrest, the most that we've heard Flynn say came from his first court appearance when a judge asked him if he had anything to add.
Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I
understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order that you will have no contact whatsoever, directly or indirectly through a third party.
A grand jury indicted Caleb Flynn on nearly a dozen charges in Ashley's death. He has pleaded not guilty to the 11 charges that he is facing. His bond is at $3.5 million. Caleb is now accused of aggravated murder and 3 counts of murder in the death of Ashley. He's also facing 2 counts of felonious assault, 3 counts of tampering with evidence, and 2 counts of intimidation of an attorney, victim, or witness in a criminal case. It hasn't been released who authorities say Flynn allegedly intimidated. Now, there are firearm specifications attached to the murder charges. In the news release from authorities in Tip City, they write, quote, if convicted, Flynn will serve life in prison without the possibility of parole. It's important to note that the death penalty is legal in Ohio, but no one's been executed since 2018. So I want to get to today and somewhat of a surprising outcome to this court hearing. The judge was set to go through this gag order request that Flynn's defense team put in, but then the defense abruptly changed course.
Our intention this morning is to withdraw that motion, that and the amended motion.
It is unclear why the defense didn't want to move forward with their request, at least having the hearing for it. Right now, a trial date for Caleb Flynn, it's set for April 28th. That's roughly a little more than 2 months after Ashley was murdered. The judge asked both sides if they're ready for trial, and they said yes. Flynn's defense also was asked if they had any other motions to talk about.
At this point, no, Your Honor, we haven't found anything worthwhile of filing a motion for so far.
So that trial is slated to go for 2 weeks. And again, it is scheduled for April 28th. There's a final pretrial conference that was scheduled today. That is slated for next week, April 16th. That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, and we're also streaming on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.